Good evening. My name is Robert Price. I'm the homicide lieutenant for the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. Today I'm here to brief you on a homicide that took place at the 9200 block of Desert Village Avenue. The details of the call are: just after midnight, LVMPD dispatch received a 911 call from a female caller stating her boyfriend had just been shot. Several seconds later, another 911 call came in from a male caller stating that he had just shot his daughter's boyfriend. Officers from Summerlin Area Command immediately responded, and upon their arrival, they located the shooter, which they took into custody without incident. They made entry into the house where they observed a male lying on the floor suffering from apparent gunshot wounds. Those officers rendered aid until medical arrived, and upon medical arrival, that individual was transported to UMC Hospital, where unfortunately he later passed away from his injuries. Homicide detectives have been notified, and we are currently on scene investigating the crime. The preliminary details that we know so far are: it appears that the father and the daughter's boyfriend got into a verbal argument sometime this morning. During that argument, the father produced a firearm and shot the boyfriend. This is an isolated incident. There's no threat to the public, but we do encourage, of course, anybody with any information to please reach out to LVMPD Homicide, or if you wish to remain anonymous, you can always call Crime Stoppers of Nevada. And with that, I'll take any questions you may have.
Have there been any calls to this residence?
That would be part of our investigation. I don't know of any of it at this time.
As I was gathering B-roll on the other side of the crime scene tape over on the other end of the block, I noticed they transferred a young toddler from a marked police unit into an unmarked and moved it closer to. Is there anything? Were there kids in the home?
There's a juvenile in the house unrelated to this incident.
When you get a call like this, of course, you know there's gunplay involved. What was it like for your officers approaching the scene? Was it a violent confrontation with the father as well, or did it just?
The suspect was taken into custody without incident. Yeah.
And just to further go back into it, you said it appears that it was the father and the woman who first made the call, her boyfriend, they got into an argument and he shot the boyfriend.
The first caller was a female caller that stated my boyfriend had been shot, and the second caller was the male caller, which was the father, saying he just shot the boyfriend.
Do we know where he was shot?
That's all part of the investigation, yes.
What number of homicide does this make this right now in the LVMPD jurisdiction so far this year?
Right now it'll be nine. This will be the 9th one. Yep.
Okay. How does that relate, I guess, to last year? This time last year?
You know, I don't have those numbers right off the top of my head, but it's pretty even. I think we're actually just a little bit below.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then what do you think that, obviously no one wants to see like a homicide happening within any part of our community whatsoever. What can you say right now to the community in terms of things like this happening right now?
Well, it seems like this is a domestic situation, and domestic situations tend to always lead, the nation as far as homicides. So I would just encourage anybody with any information or any issues to reach out and for assistance.
My last question goes into the fact that you just did say it was a domestic situation. This is something that LVMPD really wants to crack down on. I remember last year we heard from Sheriff McMahill, or the beginning of this year we heard from Sheriff McMahill saying that that's something that we really want to address. What can you also say to the public right now in regards to that?
In reference to the
domestic situation.
Oh,
yeah.
I just encourage anybody with any domestic issues to please reach out. I mean, we have resources within our department. We have resources outside in the county and the city. So I would reach out to any victims to get the assistance needed prior to a situation like this.
Right. Just after midnight?
Just after midnight, yes.
Is Child Protective Services going to be called for the toddler, or is it going to stay with family?
They have been notified, yes. Okay. All right. Thank you.